Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit here on CHRY 105.5 FM.
You are now entering the background check for MACHEL Montano inside the Interrogation Spotlight. MACHEL Montano was born November the 24th, 1974. He was born in Port of Spain, Trinidad, and more specifically Carenage, which is in the West Trinidad. His family moved to Siparia, South Trinidad, when he was very young. As a boy, MACHEL attended Siparia Boys RC. Then from there, he entered the Presentation College in San Fernando. While still in primary school, MACHEL first saw stardom as a 9-year-old boy with the song Too Young to Soca.
I say I change in the style for just a little while, and they laughed in utter amusement. I say I come in on hot to show people what I got, and they start with critical comment. They say I'm a little boy, I'm too young to sing about people spreading joy, pepper, party and sing. They say I should concentrate on winning the junior crown, because I have got to wait a few more years to break up. They say I'm too young to soca.
With this hit song, a young, energetic MACHEL Montano performed besides icons such as Kitchener and the Mighty Sparrow. As a matter of fact, one of MACHEL's earliest and greatest achievements was his supporting act performance in May 1984, where he performed alongside the Mighty Sparrow and other Calypsonians at the Madison Square Garden in New York City. In 1984, along with his neighbors and older brother Marcus, MACHEL formed a group called the Panasonic Express. This band later became known as Ecstatic. MACHEL was quickly becoming the Caribbean Stevie Wonder, or Michael Jackson for that matter. This was only the beginning for a young superstar. In April 1986, the young performer appeared on the popular television show Star Search. This could be considered the start of his mandate to bring soca to commercial audiences worldwide. MACHEL's success continued while releasing annual albums that included Too Young to Soca in 1986, Soca Earthquake in 1987, Dr. Carnival in 1988, Catch Ya in 1989, Breakout in 1990, then finally in 1991, MACHEL proved he was one step ahead with his party hit, Just Watch Me.
She reacted more sometimes, don't touch me. Oh, just watch me. Man, she won't, don't touch me. Just watch me.
The Fete proved to be MACHEL's new focus, and consequently, the rise of Ecstatic.
Can you handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
It's time for the truth and nothing but the truth inside the Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit.
What is your real name?
Real name, MACHEL Jesus Montano. Never was one for the sobriquet or the AKA.
MACHEL, what would you say is your greatest accomplishment to date?
Greatest accomplishment to date, probably being involved in the music business for so long. You know, being there for 30 years, I think is a great achievement. Still being relevant. So I feel that is my greatest accomplishment, just actually being able to have a longevity, long-standing career.
MACHEL, besides family, what is your prized possession?
My relationship with God. You know, I spend a lot of time in silence and meditation, and that is how I commune with God. You know, I go to church every now and then, but I'm not a church goer to say. You know, but I believe in communing with God in silent moments, praying, asking. You know, taking your thoughts to Him and meditating on the answers. So I kind of really cherish that because I feel that it has grown over the years, you know, and it does me a lot of good.
MACHEL, do you have any pet peeves?
I hate people to ask me the same thing more than once. I also don't like people to walk up to me and say, "Do you remember me?" Or you know this person, because most of the time I usually don't. It's hard for me to remember everybody, and people like to do that all the time. Other than that, you know, I don't like negativity. I just not about negativity. So
This is the Interrogation Spotlight inside the Treasure Mix with D Bandit. D Bandit. Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit here on CHRY 105.5 FM.
Machel and Ecstatic were performing for many years with the likes of Melanie Hudson, Marcus Montano, Farmer Nappy, and others. The first album for Ecstatic came in 1992, called X Amount of Sweetness. This album contained hits like Jam on the Box, Fan Me. Machel and Ecstatic continued annual albums with Soca Style Hot in 1993 and a classic fete album in 1994 called By All Means.
By all means, this is time to party. By all means, this is time to bet. Everybody whine and roll and lose control. It's bacchanal, oh Lord, bacchanal, oh Lord. Wheel and tumble, get on bad in the fete.
It was as though Machel was making a statement that by all means necessary, he was determined to become a world-class entertainer and artist. Consistency was the name of the game for Machel and Ecstatic. They slowly but surely started to push out the competition by holding on to their young audience and eventually becoming the headline act for almost every show they performed at globally. Ecstatic continued to push out the hits in the mid-90s, which was pretty much dominated by another South Trinidad resident named Austin Lyons, aka the Super Blue. However, Machel was focused, and in 1997, a track fused with ska and soca dominated the road for Carnival and eventually became a major breakthrough hit for Machel Montano and Ecstatic. The heavy-duty big truck dominated the road for Trinidad Carnival. Here is the soca classic from Machel Montano, Big Truck.
This is a big truck castle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, bang, bang, ding, 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 ding. Bang, bang, ding, ding, ding. What we say? Give me now. Don't ride the truck, mama, ride the truck and jump on. I say ride the truck, mama, ride the truck and jump on. Hey, ride the truck, mama, ride the truck and jump on. Ride the truck, mama, ride the truck and jump on. Say, Tuesday morning, children shout. Hey, from the house they running out. How they want? What they want? Say, how they want? Hey, what they want? Run. When they see the big truck coming down, run. Everybody falling behind and run. Follow the speaker song, badang, badang, bang, bang. Hold on to the big truck, mama. Hold on to the big truck. Hey, jump behind the big truck. Hey, whine behind the big truck. Say, don't let she bounce you down. Don't let she bounce you wrong. Don't let she push you back or give your heart attack. Hold on to the big truck. Hey, hold on to the big truck. Hey, jump behind the big truck, mama. Whine behind the big truck. What me say? Look, Carnival they all in tongue. Hey, plenty people gather wrong. Say, all the man them. Look, all the women and all the children. Everybody, say run. If you can't keep up, you have to run. When the driver blow the truck horn, run. Everybody follow the song, badang, badang, bang, bang. Hold on to the big truck. Hey, hold on to the big truck. Hey, jump behind the big truck, mama. Whine behind the big truck. Don't let she bounce you down. Don't let she bounce you wrong. Don't let them push you back or give your heart attack. Hold on to the big truck. Hold on to the big truck. Hey, whine behind the big truck. Hey, jump up on the big truck. What is it? Take it down. This is what I want you to do for me now. I want you to get in position. Right? Bring the winery. Asso. Vive à pavé. Tais-toi. Chaka mouje. Baissez bavé. Ichimaba. Now jump, jump, jump. So jump up and jump up and jump up. Right there. I say jump up and jump up and jump up. Behind the drum. Jump up and jump up and jump up. Right there. Jump up and jump up and jump up. Hey, hold on to the big truck.
After 1997, the world was shocked by the death of a legendary hip-hop artist named the Notorious B.I.G. B.I.G., or Biggie as he was known, was of Trinidadian descent, and his death affected many youth globally. That year saw the release of a collaborative remake from the Bad Boy camp named I'll Be Missing You.
Still living your life after death.
This was almost the writing on the wall. In 1998, Machel co-wrote a song based on this melody for his bandmate Wayne Rodriguez called Footsteps. This song was a hit and went on to acquire the Road March title in 1998. This once again strengthened the Ecstatic stronghold on the soca world. Here is Footsteps, written by Machel Montano, Dara Henry, and sang by Wayne Rodriguez.
Every step you take, you make it dance for shame, causing earthquake. For goodness sake, I wanna start with you. Come on, come on.
1998 also revealed one of Machel's many collaborations to come, Toro Toro. Although the song was a crowd hazard, it ripped through the streets of Port of Spain and became a soca classic with the Grammy Award-winning Shaq.
Can you handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
It's time for the truth and nothing but the truth inside the Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit.
Machel, what is your favorite type of venue to perform?
I don't know. I feel a different appreciation for different venues. But I like venues that have a lot to do with nature. It's not just a matter of outdoors, but if it's outdoors, have a jungle vibe to it, or a picnic vibe to it, or, park vibe with trees. I like that, yeah.
Machel, if there is one thing about the music business you could change, what would it be?
One of the things that will change is the level of animosity amongst the artists. And I think it comes from the fact that so many people have to battle so hard to make it in the same time period, which is like 2 to 3 months sometimes, January, February, March, or December, January, February. Everybody wants to be a star in that time. Everybody wants to be heard on the radio. Everybody wants to be number one, to reach the top. It's not like how, the rest of the industry is spread out and you can see Jay-Z album dropping this year in June and you can see Kanye album dropping next year in March. I mean, everybody can have their time and exist and coexist. So there's room for healthier competition. I think when we have the kind of competition here in this short space of time and everybody fighting for the same things, especially when we have competitions where we fight for a crown, I think a lot of these things could be changed. Yes. And I really wish that we could work together more because we have so many skilled artists that really, don't like working together because they're really competing for the same space.
So Machel, who would you consider your prime suspect?
Somebody like Kes, who has been, opening for most of the alternative concepts that we have had, has honed his skill and understood who he is. He has worked through our bringing and our working together, and I think he has cut his own road. I think people like Cohen Dubois, who's has been more of a producer and a writer. He's now trying to get into the artist, being the artist. And even as you say, the younger ones like Ivan Fresh, who's very, very talented, highly intelligent, and in tune with the world. All these people are people I look forward to. I mean, when I work with somebody, I make a conscious decision. People who I work with are the people who I see will take our music further. When I was younger, I wanted more connection with the elders and the people who had gone by. I see myself as an elder now who must connect with these people and give whatever I could give, but at the same time, learn from them because, my journey is still going forward and I feel that these people that you just call are definitely people who, we'll have to look out for. There are a lot of artists out there right now who have been working hard, even people like Chucky and who've been developing music and experimenting with the music. People like Benjai too. Even though he has some years in, I still think he's one of the pioneers because he takes chances that are not just based upon commercial success, but really based upon where he could take himself in his mind. Yeah, it's creative consciousness, and when somebody put creativity over commercialism, some people will go and say, okay, I did this last year and that worked, let me try it again and do the same thing that they do last year. But it takes somebody, I admire people like myself who will say, okay, I did that last year, let me try something new. You listen to the song Revelin, And we try to sing soca softer and less hype and stuff down your throat, and still give you that vibe of feeling like you could run across the stage with it. So all these are taking risks. They may not work, but yet they're still there to trying something different and trying something new, because that's the only way you will set that trend,
Machel, your stage presentations are grand. Do you have a team that puts these presentations together?
Well, I have a team that work with me, including my management. I consider the management to be part of the team, the band to be part of the team, the dancers to be part of the team, even my, business partner, who is Chow, is really my closest creative confidant. And what we do is, we start off with what is happening in me. And when I say in me, every time I go to step to a year in the life of Machel Montano, like say I am in October or September, coming into October, what am I going to give the public? What am I going to give my fans? What am I going to put out there as my offering? And my offering usually comes from what is happening in the world as it relates to what is happening in my life. And not just in my life physically, but in my life spiritually, like where my mind, thoughts, and my dreams are juxtaposed to where my reality is, So there's always something happening, It always has a deeper meaning. Even though it may come off into 1 year being the circus or 1 year being a marching band, there's a deeper meaning beyond a marching band, like the road marching band. This is the band marching for the road title that year. And, the circus was even the fact that we wanted to show soca music had some sort of performance aspect that could be grand. So the concepts are living in me, and then I take it to my team, and they help me manifest it into, product, an album, a show, a presentation, and things like that.
Machel, what is your dream presentation?
Well, there's an ultimate concept or a dream of mine that I would like to achieve. I would like to see a production of mine, be put in Las Vegas on show for a couple of years and representing our people and our region and our music. And I think that, I've come close to it when I did Resurrect with Peter Minshall, and I still have many of these ideas, and I've shared it with people from time to time, and I think the time will still come when that will be done. But, it's all about, every year and everything that we do is a different dimension or a different aspect of that huge dream. Because you may not be able to reach, you say aim for the stars, or aim for the moon and land amongst the stars. You may not be able to live exactly what you want immediately, but you could make small steps. You bite the elephant one bite at a time. And every year that we bring out something, we learn more, we get more experience, and we are more successful.
Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit here on CHRY 105.5 FM.
When we realized the concept was no longer alternative, it became the standard. We strip that down and we say, okay, let's take up another challenge. Let's go on a Monday. Let's enter the Royal Week of Carnival, go on a Monday, and see if we could present a concert that stands with the name Machel in it. And we were successful from the jump because of all the experience we had with the 7 ACs that went before. So it's usually about just acting on impulse, but really taking along all your past experience and knowledge and adding it to your future dream, but living in the now.
Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit here on CHRY 105.5 FM. This is the Interrogation Spotlight inside the Treasure Mix with D Bandit. D Bandit.
Machel's fame and stardom was almost exponential by the millennium. Y2K seemed to instill fear in many. However, not to Machel. It wasn't this year he decided to break off from Ecstatic and do Machel Montano. He released his first solo album in many years. This album contained such hits as Pressure, Jab Jab, and a favorite, Real Unity, representing a mix of two of Trinidad's dominant cultures, Indo-Caribbean and Afro-Caribbean. Here is Real Unity by Machel Montano and Drupati.
nothing wrong with finding a Syrian gal. Let's do the thing. Yeah, come to what it is.
The year 2000 was a huge success for Machel and initiated rumors of an international record deal. In 2001, it was as though Machel's dream of becoming an international superstar had finally arrived. Could this be the fulfillment of his mandate to bring soca to the next level? Consequently, in 2001, Machel stepped back from the major hustle of Carnival and left Ecstatic in the hands of Peter C. Lewis, Farmer Nappy, and Roger George. In 2002, Machel took on another challenge. He went to commercial radio. Machel's radio career slightly mirrors his musical one. It has been a series of firsts. He was one half of BBC's first national radio show playing soca throughout the UK on 1Extra BBC. This show started in August 2002. The show soon went from airing monthly to weekly. This was the first time a soca show had been broadcast to the entire UK on a weekly basis. In 2002, the rumors of Machel's record deal started to dwindle. 2001 may have just been a meditation year for a man who had been on the hustle from 9 years old. Regardless, Machel decided to once again take the reins of the Ecstatic horse and refocus his drive. In 2003, the Ecstatic Circus hit the stage, where it was considered the soca world's greatest show on earth. Pyro, dancers, collaborations with legendary artists like the Mighty Sparrow and Calypso Rose. It was almost unfair to the competition. Machel was on a rampage. It was this year that Machel collaborated with an up-and-coming female powerhouse, Destra Garcia. They put out a late Carnival favorite, It's Carnival. Here is It's Carnival by Destra Garcia and Machel Montano.
Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump up now. Start a wave, start a wave, start a wave up now. Start a wine, start a wine, start a wine up now, because it's Carnival. Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump up now. Start a wave, start a wave, start a wave up now. Start a wine, start a wine, start a wine up now, because it's Carnival. Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump up now. Start a wave, start a wave, start a wave up now. Start a wine, start a wine, start a wine up now, because it's Carnival. Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump up now. Start a wave, start a wave, start a wave up now. Start a wine, start a wine, start a wine up now, because it's Carnival.
Push it back, push it back, push it back. I know you're ready, take a jump.
In 2004 and 2005, Machel continued to be the hot ticket for soca. It was delirious in 2004, craziness in 2005. Though he did not cop the Road March titles, this certainly did not stop the countless awards and bookings the band received. In 2006, Machel collaborated with another young upcoming female star named Patrice Roberts to bring Machel's second Road March title with the Band of the Year. Then in 2007, Machel once again dominated Carnival, taking both the Road March title and the first runner-up. Success continued for Machel in 2008 and 2009. Then in 2007, Machel once again dominated Carnival, taking both the Road March title and first runner-up. Success continued for Machel in 2008 and 2009. Although he did not attain any titles for TNT Carnival, he branched out with more collaborations, including one with a Cuban-American rapper named Pitbull. They teamed up to do a remix of Pitbull's song Defense, which led to a current, long-standing friendship and to produce more hits to come, including a remake of Machel's off-Carnival hit called All Right. Here is the original cut of a hit that hit the airwaves in 2010, All Right by Machel Montano.
Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit here on CHRY 105.5 FM.
News for the gal them, yeah. HD say, hey, man, it's okay, yeah. Hey, it's alright, it's okay, yeah. I said do what you want, push back anyway, yeah. What me say, hey, alright, alright. You want the back on me and it's so tight, so tight. No space to move up in here, but the vibes nice. We don't really care what nobody say. We come to ramager, we come to break away. But we yet to break a sweat when we come to fed, cause we full of energy. Plenty girls up in the place and they belting it's just like it's supposed to be. Spending money by the bar when we come to park, or that you nothing for we. Everything inside the head done up in a game and we popping real jiggy. Girl them whining up on a stranger. When they rolling they bumper back in time, they get no behavior. Have the man them balling, alright, alright. You want to back on me and it's so tight, so tight. No space to move up in here, but the vibes nice. We don't really care what nobody say.
Machel returned to Trinidad and Tobago Carnival in 2011 after being absent in 2010. The return concert was a return to the National Stadium to a sold-out audience to witness the mother of all Machel Montano events on Machel Monday. This also marked the year of his return to competition. This shocked many. However, his return was in true Montano form and was nothing short of spectacular. He emerged a Power Soca Monarch champion in 2011 and also captured the prize for Best Presentation. The climax in 2011 was his victory in the Road March. His song Advantage was the most played song to cross the stage on Carnival Monday and Tuesday. On the heels of Carnival, he returned to Madison Square Garden in March 2011, another sold-out event. His 35th album. His 35th album, The Return, contains 12 tracks with hits like Bend Over, AOA, Hard Work, and Advantage. Here is a Soca Monarch and Road March champion of 2011, Advantage by Machel Montano.
This is the Interrogation Spotlight inside the Treasure Mix with D Bandit. D Bandit.
The stage is in front of us, time to get advantageous. Stamp on it, stamp on it, stamp on it, stamp on it, trample it, trample it, trample it, trample it, rample it, rample it, rample it, rample it, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it, baby take advantage. Stamp on it, stamp on it, stamp on it, stamp on it, trample it, trample it, trample it, trample it, rample it, rample it, rample it, rample it, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it, baby take advantage. Advantage, here we go. Advantage, advantage. Please excuse me if I sag. For this stage it come back. And there is nothing like the track. So now we leading out the back. Cause we so amazed, we get back the stage. So here we are we taking advantage, yeah. On the stage, well girl on the stage. For 2 days we here for the stage. To turn on the page, cannot behave. Stage on the grave, we taking advantage. Start to jump on the stage and then we make fun. Jump on it and advantage. Jump on it and advantage. Wave on it and advantage. We taking advantage. Jump on it and advantage. Jump on it and advantage. Wave on it and advantage. We taking advantage. Wine on it and advantage. Jump on it and advantage. Run on it and advantage. We taking advantage. Jump on it and advantage. Jump on it. Cause it's the privilege to take advantage on the stage.
Can you handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
It's time for the truth and nothing but the truth inside the Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit.
Machel, what were you doing this time last year?
What was I doing this time last year? Probably the same thing I'm doing right now, which is, rehearsing, recording, and strategizing for carnival, for my shows. Usually around, for the time Christmas is finished, all systems are about, getting the show ready, getting the show tight, getting the performances going, and getting the album finished. It's all about what we have to offer our fans.
Machel, if you were going to a musical battle, name 5 songs out of your catalog and 5 people you would take with you, and why?
5 people I would take would be my band, because I'll be flexible to do the music how I want it and really bend. So I'll take my drummer, my bass player, my 2 keyboard players, and probably my soul there, Farm and Happy. I would definitely go with the song one more time. Higher Than High, is Carnival, Survivors, probably Advantage.
This is the Interrogation Spotlight inside the Treasure Mix with D Bandit. D Bandit. Interrogation Spotlight with D Bandit here on CHRY 105.5 FM.
Over the past 28 years, the single constant in Machel's ever-changing stellar career has been his trailblazing approach to soca music. Through his various fusions, which include everything from performing with marching bands to collaborating with Grammy Award-winning reggae artists, Machel has worked tirelessly to establish soca, Calypso's energetic offshoot, as a viable entity that can impact beyond TNT's internationally renowned carnival celebrations. Undoubtedly, the soca prodigy, he continues to excel exponentially in his career.
This is the Interrogation Spotlight inside the Treasure Mix with D Bandit. D Bandit.
Yeah. Plenty rum to